What's happening, traders? It's Mark here at DynoTrading coming at you with today's video recap on the Emini futures markets. All right, you can see here the time is just a little bit after 12 p.m. in the afternoon. It's basically lunchtime here, and look at the charts, guys. This is the S&P 500 Emini futures. All right, and don't worry, I have the Nasdaq futures that I'm going to show you some setups on in just a few moments. But what you're looking at right now is the volume band, the volume indicator overlaid on top of the chart. All right, the volume indicator is essentially this green and red color display. And just want to draw your attention to this blue vertical line. This blue vertical line is the session break line. Okay, so everything to the right of this blue vertical line is today's session, and everything to the left of this blue vertical line is yesterday's session. And you know what? Let's just go ahead and start yesterday. All right. So yesterday, was the start to the week. It was a pretty crazy, eventful trading session. Had some horrible news overseas, some crazy stuff happening in Afghanistan. What does the market do right here? The market just totally shrugs it off, right? Doesn't pay any attention to what's happening in the Middle East or Afghanistan and whatnot, and just skyrockets, right? You can see the volume turns from red into green and skyrockets and closes. The market closed at an all-time record high in spite of all the negative news, right? Now today, completely different story. I call this type of session like having a hangover, right? After months and months of free money, all sorts of stimulus and things like that, the market was essentially coming back down to reality, right? We got COVID cases rising, we got consumer sentiment falling. You could chalk it up to any rhyme or reason that you can dream of, all right? But listen, guys, at the end of the day, all right, you've heard me say this before, charts don't lie. All of the reasons that I just listed out a few seconds ago, yeah, it's happening in the news. Yeah, it's happening in, the world's political and economic social systems. But when you day trade for a living, you have to tune all of that out and just focus on what the charts are telling you. The charts actually know what's happening. The market and the charts kind of work in lockstep, and it's the market that tells us what to do, right? We don't tell the market what to do. We just follow the clues that the market gives us. So let me talk to you guys about today's monstrous 200 tick short. You can see here the volume band shifted from green into red, okay? And just so you know, guys, by the way, for those of you guys that keep tracking points, this is 50 points on the S&P E-minis. 50. 5-0. That's a magnificent chunk to grab, right? And you saw the timestamp. I mean, it's lunchtime right now. The market's only been open for 3 hours. We have another 3.5 hours of trading to go. And the vol already captured 50 points, aka 200 ticks. So the takeaway, guys, that I want you to glean from watching this video is, number one, go back on your own charts and, figure out how many times there was a news event and the market just kind of did its own thing, right? The market is smarter than me and you, right? The market knows that in a couple of weeks from now, all the stimulus is going to be gone. There's going to be no more free lunch. And so it's possible that the market is absorbing that hard reality, and maybe we're going to be coming in for a very hard landing. I don't know that, you don't know that, but that's not our job, right? Our job as day traders is to identify the starting point of a potential trend, try to get in on that trend. Okay, so for example, in this signal right here, where the volume does shift from green into red, we would go short on the very next bars open of the signal bar. We'd place our stop 1 tick above that, right? And we'd leave it alone. You just leave it alone. Guys, you make money when you step away from the computer, not while you're at the computer. Makes sense? You can't be watching your position tick by tick. You're just going to end up driving yourself mad, right? You got to open up a position. If you see a low risk, high probability setup, think about opening a position, think about logical areas and where to place your stop, and let the market do its thing, man. You understand what I'm saying? Trend traders are in it for the long haul. We're not looking to scalp a few ticks here and there like some of these numbskulls out there, okay? We're not looking to try to call tops and bottoms, okay? We're just looking to trade the signals that the market gives us. And today, I mean, this massive 200 tick winner was just a beautiful gift that the market gave to us, all right? Same thing on the NQ futures, guys. For those of you guys that, you know, really like the NQ, you know, there's a couple different ways you could potentially look at taking this setup, because the entry on the NQ is very jittery, right? The NQ it's a wild man type of market these days. So what you could potentially think about doing, guys, is whenever the vol turns red, what you could do is potentially identify pivot points, right? All of these are pivot points right here. Whoops, wrong one. And what you could do is draw bearish trend lines, just like this. Okay, and you'd potentially think about taking a short trade as long as the vol is red. You'd potentially think about taking a nice trend line break short trade. Okay, placing your stops one tick above the swing high, and you know, both of these trades were pretty successful on the NQ today, right? But listen, guys, there you have it. That's today's recap on the Emini futures using the vol. You know, beautiful, beautiful setup today. You couldn't have scripted a better trading setup. This is ideally the perfect trading opportunity that we try to look for on a daily basis. And the best part is about this trade is we were done by lunch. All right. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video recap on today's E-mini futures trading. If you'd like to learn more about this volume color band, feel free to get in touch. Happy to hook you up with the one-on-one demo. Guys, thanks for watching this video recap. See you on the next trade.